That means it's on. Wait 2 seconds. Okay, it's on. And then we do, then you hold it up 2 seconds, that turns it off.
We are all expected to show the highest level of sportsmanship. As you root for your favorite team, we ask that you make every effort to show the pride you have in your school and your community by supporting the participants in tonight's game in an enthusiastic, proud, and positive manner. Please enjoy yourselves as you cheer for your favorite team. Ladies and gentlemen, the privilege of this event was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us now honor and respect their efforts and our country by standing at attention with our hands over our hearts as Beal City's own Addison Doyle proudly sings our national anthem. And now it's time for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Ramblers, a senior wearing number 5, Nathan Cucci. For the Aggies, a junior wearing number 0, Owen McKinney. For the Ramblers, the senior, wearing number 12, Clayton Eaglewright. For the Aggies, the junior.
He's still a lot taller than I thought he would be.
For the Aggies, the senior, wearing number 3, Jack Woodman. For the Ramblers, the junior, wearing number 34, Benjamin Rosenbaum. For the Aggies, the senior, wearing number 5, Ben Gibney. Your officials for tonight's game include Brian Gould, Zach Davidson, and Dave Karusha. Thank you all for your service to our kids, our communities, and the game of basketball. We're just about ready for the opening tip in center court. Best of luck to both teams, and let's get ready for
On
a
the
great
tip-off,
game.
number 25, Evan Haverkamp, and then number 11, Josh Wilson.
With that, we'll welcome to the McBain boys varsity basketball game.
Tip is off and then is recovered by McBain. Nathan Cucci gives it to Rodenbaugh. To Engelwright. Gets a screen from Murphy. To Rodenbaugh. To Haverkamp down low. Haverkamp goes up and is good for 2.
And right there is the classic McBain. Just get it down low, feed the big, and let Evan Haverkamp do his own thing and get 2 points for the Ramblers.
Smalls with the ball, gives it to Wilson. To Gildy. Gives it back to Gildy, but then it's recovered by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh dribbling down the court, directing the offense. Hands it off to Cucci. To Engelwright. Passes it to Murphy. Down low to Haverkamp, but then fumbles the ball. And it's going to roll out of bounds, but I think it's going to be McBain ball.
And last time we saw these two, it was really a case of McBain. They really played really well. But they also had Darius Payton-Perez there, and he put up on his career high, I believe, in scoring like 18 points. But he's not here tonight, and so we'll see how McBain plays without him.
To Rodenbaugh. To Engelwright. Engelwright shoots. It is good for 3. Taking it up the court, it's going to be number 3, Jack Fussman. Fussman dribbles it around, gives it to Small. Small fumbles the ball a little bit. Dribbles it, goes in for the basket. Shot is up, and it just kind of jumps its way in there, and it'll be 2 points for Beal.
Yeah, a little lucky bounce. Gets it to just sit in the hoop, basically, and that's 2 points for Beal. But Kirsten Murphy fires the shot. No good.
Rebound by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh goes up. Recovered by Murphy.
Carson Murphy is for 2.
Lane can't move. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We are back. Shot is up, but is no good. It will be out of bounds on McBain. It will be Beal City's ball.
And already almost 3 minutes gone in the quarter. The score right now, 7-2. McBain up by 5. Bennett Gildy for 3. Short. But it looks like number 0 on Beal City throws it off. Clayton Engelwright of McBain and McKinney with a really nice play right there to get the ball back.
Inbound play for Beal. Small. Passes it into Jack Fussman. And that'll be, I think it'll be McBain's ball. Cucci gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh guarded by Owen McKinney. Gives it to Cucci. Down low for Haverkamp. Haverkamp goes up with it and it's able to score an easy 2 points.
And a really nice catch by Edmund down low, as it was a little over his head, but he somehow came down with it using his strong strength and long arms and got the easy 2.
Wilson goes up, but then it's no good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Give it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh dribbles down the court. Goes up with a shot, and it is good.
And Rodenbaugh, I think, just took it in all the way. He said, I'm just going to put the team on my back and go.
Wilson passes it to Gildy. Gildy dribbles it around, gives it to Fussman. Fussman looking to pass it, gives it to Wilson. Wilson to McKinnon. Fussman goes up. Nope, he does a little pass to Does no good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Running ball, dribbling down the court. It is rejected. Stolen by Small. It's stolen by Nathan Cucci. Running ball, again, trying to slow things down. Dribbles it down the court. Passes it to Murphy. There'll be a travel call on McBain. Turnover, it will be Beal City's ball.
And right now, the Ramblers are quite sped up, and I think it's just causing them mentality just a little off, and that's what I think why it caused that travel. But as I want to say right there, Nathan Cucci did a really nice job of just booking it down there to get the steal from the pass back, trying to get it to Austin Small from Beal. But he did a really nice job of coming back down.
Wilson with a shot, no good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Running ball, dribble it down the court. Directing the offense. Passes it to Engelwright. To Haverkamp. To Cucci. Murphy. To Haverkamp. Haverkamp shoots. That is no good. Bounces off the left side of the front of the rim. Smalls gives it to Fussman. Fussman couldn't control the dribble, so it dribbled out of bounds. It'll be McBain's ball.
And I think Beal City might just be a little nervous because last time, and they really want to win to just try and get better standings in the Highland Conference. But I think right now they're just a little nervous, and that's why he lost the ball.
Nathan gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp trying to find an opening, dribbles it around. Gives it to Cucci. Cucci to Engelwright. Engelwright shoots. No good. Rebounded by Drake Gabriel. Gives him Small shoots. And that is good for three. A deep three shot by Austin Smalls.
And we know Austin Small can hit those shots in your face every day, and he does not usually miss.
Ball. Dribbles down the court. Gives it a far pass to Cucci. Overthrown. And it'll be Beal City's ball.
And like I said, the Aggies right now are just trying to speed up the Ramblers' slow offense, and right now that's what's been happening for this little bit.
Drake Gartland gives it to Wilson, to Gildy. Gildy gives it to Gartland again. Back to Gildy. Gildy dribbles in, gives it to Wilson. Wilson drives in. And I think there'll be
number 50, Carson Murphy. His first team first.
Be a foul, and there'll be inbound play by Beal City.
And just didn't quite move his feet. And I think that's why he got called for the foul.
Substitution, number 50. Carson Murphy going out for number 42, Clayton Hooker. Smalls with a shot. Is good. Ball, dribbling it down the court. Hands it off to Engelwright. Down, back door pass by Engelwright to Gucci. Now it's good for two. Gives it to Small, dribbling it around. Passes it to Gartland. But there will be a block.
And what was happening was Ben Runenbaugh had his hand just sitting on his waist and he's riding him, and you can't do that in basketball. You have to stay clean and you can't touch a guy.
Josh Wilson, a substitution coming in, going out for Kyle Martin. Martin dribbles in, does a deep pass to the corner for Gildy, gives it to Gartland, gives it to Small shoot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Clayton Hooker. Ball dribbling it down the court, passes it to Haverkamp up on the post or the key. Haverkamp dribbles in, goes up for the shot, and is no good. Rebounded by, I believe that was Owen McKinney, and there will be a foul on Clayton Hooker.
And they did box out, and that's why that foul was called, just due to jumping over the back, which is you cannot do.
Gartland dribbling up the court, gives it to Gildy. Gildy passes it to Martin, but there will be a another holding call McBain's been hit by 2 of those in a row so far.
His second team fourth.
It's not looking good.
And right now, a key thing for McBain is fouls. As McBain has 4, and Beal City has 0 in the first quarter.
He passes it to Small. Small gives it to Gildy. Gildy dribbles around, hands it off to Martin. Gives it to Gartland. Gartland goes up and is kind of like rejected, but rebounded at the same time by Haverkamp. Running ball, dribbling it down the court. Running ball to Nate Cucci. Gives it back to Running ball shoots. Good for 3. And that'll be a splash by Running ball. Gartland dribbling down the court. Gives it to Small. Small dribbles around to McKinney. Gives it to Gildy. Gildy shoots. No good. Rebounded by Runenball. Runenball trying to slow down the offense. Gives it to Hooker. Hooker back to Runenball. Runenball directing the offense. Gives it to Engelwright, to Haverkamp. Down low to Runenball. Runenball goes up. No good. Rebounded by, well, I think it's going to be out of bounds on McBain. Or no, on Beal City. And it'll be McBain's ball on the inbound play.
And Clayton Hooker, he tried to get it, and they just kind of hit it out of his hands.
Clayton Hooker with 2.
Off the inbound.
Oh, whoa. I don't even know how he shot it to go up that high, but yeah, he shoots it, it's no good. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. The score, Beal City 8, McBain 18. And Tommy, what do you think both teams should work on coming out of the first quarter?
Well, I think we're going to start with the Aggies, the home team. I think Beal City right now, what they're trying to work on is going to be establishing the three-point shot with Austin Small and I believe it's number 21, Drake Gatrell. And they're pretty good shooters. And if they can get it out, those designed three-point plays for them, they can get some nice buckets to go. However, for the Ramblers right now, Mr. Coleman's saying we got to clean it up on defense. We got to not foul as much. And if we can just work the ball, we should be good. Work the ball on offense, that is.
Austin Smalls dribbling the ball up top. Gives it to, and it's good for 2. Haverkamp passes the ball into Cucci. Cucci dribbling it around, looking for a play. Passes it to Engelwright. Engelwright to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh directing the offense. Gives it to Hooker. Hooker to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh no good for 3. Rebounded by Kyle Martin. Gives it to Drake. Drake to Wilson. Wilson for 3. No good. Rebounded by Engelwright. And Rodenbaugh up top. Gives it to Haverkamp. Back down to Hooker, down low, but it's deflected. And it'll be, I think, McBain's ball. Gives it to Nathan. Nathan for 3. Splash. Good shot by Nathan Cucci.
And that's exactly how Mr. Bruce Coltman drew it up. He wanted exactly like that, get into Nathan Cucci from the perimeter, and just let him shoot the 3 ball, and that's exactly what happened.
Rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh dribbling it around. Gives it to Cucci, to Haverkamp to Hooker. Hooker to Rodenbaugh. Gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright looks for a shot, but doesn't go for it. Gives it to Cucci. Down low to Hooker. Hooker goes up with the basket and is good for 2.
A very nice finger roll finish right there by Clayton Hooker. Getting it to roll right off the fingertips, just lays it in the hoop.
Wilson up top, gives it to Small. Small shoots. Good for 2. Rodenbaugh dribbling it down the court. Gives it to Cucci. Cucci hands it off to Engelwright. Engelwright does a sneaky pass to Hooker. Haverkamp up for 2, no good. Then it's rebounded by Rodenbaugh, but I think they're going to call foul on McBain over the back. It passing it in is going to be number 21, Drake. Small's dribbling down the court. Passes it to Mike Kyle. Gives it a small shoot. It's no good. Rebounded by Hooker. Gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh passes it to Cucci. Cucci gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp goes up for the shot and is no good. And there will be a foul called on, I think that might have been Haverkamp or Hooker. On Rodenbaugh, it's going to be called Benjamin Rodenbaugh. The substitution, Engelwright goes out and Aiden Cucci comes in.
And I think what happened there was during the shot, I think like Ben Rodenbaugh must have pushed like the guy he was on, and that's why it was called.
Shot's up by Kyle. It was good for 3. Kyle Martin with that shot. Rodenbaugh dribble it down the court. Gives it to Aiden Cucci. Aiden Cucci down low to Haverkamp. Haverkamp gets the ball, knocked out, but recovers it. Gives it down low to Nathan Cucci. Nathan Cucci goes up for 2, and that is good for an and 1, and he'll be shooting 2 after that.
And that was a really nice job by Evan Haverkamp. Now, I know he got the ball knocked away from him. However, it looks like he got hustled back and then not directed the pass right to Nathan Cucci, just setting it up. And a really nice job right there by him, just getting the and 1 by Nathan Cucci. Really nice play. Does not get the free throw. Evan Haverkamp gets a rebound.
Pass it, recovery, but then just a scramble for the ball on the ground. And that will be, I think it's going to be Beal City's ball. No, it's going to be McBain's ball. Rodenbaugh trying to find an opening. Passes it to Aiden Cucci. Passes it to Hooker. Gives it to Nathan Cucci. Nathan Cucci trying to redirect the offense. Does a pass to Aiden Cucci, to Hooker, to Nathan Cucci. Nathan Cucci drives in. Gives it to Clayton Hooker. Passes it to Evan Haverkamp. Back to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh trying to reset up the offense. Gives it to Nathan Cucci. Gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp shoots the ball. Good for 3. Big man can shoot 2. And Austin Smalls will dribble it down the court. Gives it to Wilson. Wilson to Drake. Drake to Smith. To Wilson. Wilson dribbles the ball around, tries going in for basket, gives it to Smalls up top. Smalls dribbles around, gives it to Smith, to Wilson. Wilson shoots, and it's good for 3. Beal City responds with a 3 of their own.
That's a really tough shot right in the face of Evan Haverkamp.
Aiden Cucci dribbling it down the court, passes it to, intercepted by Wilson. Wilson goes up for the basket, and that is good for 2. Rodenbaugh passes it to Nathan Cucci, gives it back to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh directing the offense. Hands it off to Nathan Cucci. Nathan Cucci to Aiden Cucci. Down to Haverkamp. Haverkamp gives it to Aiden Cucci. Aiden Cucci shoots. Good for 3. And McBain responds with a three of their own.
It is raining threes right now.
It's literally raining right now. Fussman dribbling, takes the ball, gives it to Small. Small gives it back to Fussman. Fussman passes it to Kyle Martin, to Smalls. Smalls dribbles in, gives it back to Fussman. Fussman gives it to Drake. Drake dribbling it around, goes in for the basket, goes up and is no good. Rebounded by Wilson though. Wilson shoots a three. No good, but there will be an and one call, and he'll be shooting two.
And I didn't quite see the foul. I was looking at the ball in the air, but I assume he must have like jumped on, like put his hand into him right last second. He fell down, and that's why he got the call.
First shot. First shot gets stuck on the backboard.
Well, that is something special right there.
Now, this has been back-to-back games where the ball's been stuck in the backboard because it happened in the JV game and it just happened in the varsity game. The second shot doesn't get stuck and it makes it. There will be some substitutions though. I believe it is going to be number 15, Kyle Martin. Wilson's second shot, or third shot, is good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp getting pressured. Goes a deep pass to Hooker. Hooker goes in. Passes it underneath to Aiden Gucci. Aiden Gucci able to put the ball up to score. Drake does a, Drake intended to pass intended for number 0, Owen McKinney, but he's unable to hold on to it, and it's going to be out of bounds. It'll be McBain's ball.
And like I don't know, maybe they're a little nervous, but it's pretty hot in here, and the ball's getting wet from sweat, and that's why you didn't catch it.
Rodent ball to Aiden Gucci. Down low to Haverkamp. Haverkamp goes up for the easy two, misses it, but then rebounded by Clayton Hooker. There will be, I think, there'll be a foul on Beal City. Kyle Martin. Substitution. Kyle Martin going out for Austin Smalls. Haverkamp passes it into Rodenball. Rodenball to Hooker. Hooker dribbles in for the basket, goes up, does an outside pass to Rodenball. Redirecting the offense, gives it to Gucci, to Hooker. Hooker passes it to Rodenball. Gives it to Gucci, to Hooker. Hooker to Nathan Gucci, back to Rodenball. Rodenball redirecting the offense, gives it to Nathan Gucci. Gucci gives it to Haverkamp, to Rodenball. Gives it down low to Hooker. Hooker goes up for the shot and is no good, but he'll get an and one with it. Oh, no, he doesn't get an and one. He'll be able to shoot two now.
And really right there, Beal City's just doing a really nice job right now of playing really good defense. And McBain is just trying to run a play where they're trying to get it down low. And right there, they do get it down low to Clayton Hooker. And now he's going to shoot two off that foul.
Clayton Hooker's first shot is good. Substitution, Josh Wilson going in for Owen McKinney. Hooker, second shot is no good, but rebounded by Fussman. Gives it to Drake. Drake dribbling it around. Down low to Austin Smalls. Smalls goes up and that is good for two. Rodenball dribbling it down the court. Kind of going slow to try to drain the clock. Hands it off to Nathan Gucci, gives it to Hooker. Hooker to Haverkamp. Haverkamp down low to Aiden Gucci, but unable to get it. Back to Rodenball. Rodenball for three. It is good for three. And Drake will get the ball, dribbling it down the court. Drake to Wilson. Wilson dribbles it in, tries doing a step back. Austin Smalls with the ball. Gives it to Fussman. Fussman dribbling around, gives it to Gildy. Gildy looking for a pass. Gives it to Fussman. Fussman aggressively guarded man-to-man, 13 seconds left. Fussman dribbling it around. Gives it to Drake. 5 seconds left, but there will be a foul call on McBain. And that will stop the clock with exactly 6 seconds left. And I think that was on Ben Rotenbaugh, wasn't it?
Yes, so it's on Ben Rodenbaugh, and that's a huge foul. That's already his 4th foul in the game.
Clayton Engleray going in for Benjamin Rodenbaugh. Smalls gives it to Gildy. Gildy gives it to Drake. Drake looking for it. 1 second left. Haverkamp unable to get it off, and that'll be the end of the first half action. The score, Beal City 24, McBain 37, and we'll see you in the second half.
Drake Gartell at the top. Gets it to Bennett Gildy. Austin Small. Over to number 11, Josh Wilson. Drives in, kicks out. Drake. Floater. No good. Rebounded by Carson Murphy of the Ramblers. Ben Rodenbaugh leading the way. And the start of the second half. Clayton Hooker. Engelwright. Down low. Ben Rodenbaugh. Fade away. No good. Fights for his own rebound. Gets it somehow. Goes up. No good. Rebounded by Carson Murphy. Murphy up. No good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp goes up. Gets fouled and makes an and one.
Right there, just rebound kerfuffle. No one could really get the. Everyone was rebounding it. All the McBain players were, but they weren't able to just put it up into the basket because what I just kept on seeing is them just trying to like delay it in the basket. They weren't really using the backboard until Haverkamp came over and just tried using the backboard.
Evan Haverkamp hits his free throw, and we're going to get an early sub here for the Ramblers. Checking in is number 42, Clayton Hooker for Ben Rodenbaugh. Now, we do know this. Ben Rodenbaugh has 4 fouls already, and I think what Mr. Copeman's trying to do is save him for the last quarter.
Yeah, he's in a bit of foul trouble, so that's exactly what I think he's doing.
And now, Haverkamp, off the steal, gets it to Nathan Cucci. Nathan over to Clayton. Down low to Murph. Murph goes up. No good. Drake Cottrell drives in and gets an and one. That's 2 and ones already in this third quarter.
Drake just did a good job too. When he was driving in, he kind of moved his body to position, did a Euro step, and then just jumped up and was able to, I think he knocked it off the glass and was able to get it in for an easy 2 points.
His free throw is up. No good off the back of the rim. Clayton Engelwright has it. He's just going to hand it off to Nathan Cucci, and now McBain's going to try to establish our offense. Engelwright. Back to Cucci. Over to Murphy. Back to Cucci. To Engelwright. To Haverkamp. To Cucci. Nathan over to Carson. Carson down low to Haverkamp. Haverkamp back out to Carson. Over to Nathan.
McBain's having a hard time trying to establish an offensive play because Beal City's defense is being very aggressive.
Nathan over to Clayton Hooker. Haverkamp tried to get it down low to Carson Murphy and stolen by Austin Small, Beal City. Down low to Bennett Gildy. Kicks it out to number 11, Josh Wilson. No good on that shot. Rebounded by the Ramblers. Nathan down the court. Kicks it to Clayton Hooker. Over to Carson Murphy to Clayton Engelwright. Over to Haverkamp to Murphy. Gets it down low to Engelwright. Engelwright for the layup. No good. Gets a rebound. He goes up and gets fouled. And he's going to shoot 2. And right now, the Ramblers are doing a really good job of getting offensive rebounds and just getting it back up and getting those shots up. His first shot is good, and he's about to shoot his second. Second shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Evan Haverkamp. Does not get it in the hoop. And we're going to call a foul on Evan Haverkamp. And that's going to be Beal City ball. Grayson, do you have any comment about that last play?
Right there again, Evan Haverkamp. He is a big dude, so he kind of gets a lot of attention for fouls just simply because he's a big dude, and it's not that uncommon for him to get some.
Wilson tries to kick it out. They're going to call another foul on McBain. They've been struggling tonight right now with fouls.
Yes, they have been struggling with fouls. And Beal City, under all that, they're trying their best to be able to deal with that and score off of them.
Austin Small shot, no good. And Evan Haverkamp tips it over the back of Beal City to Carson Murphy. Nathan Cucci now. gets it to Clayton Hooker. Hooker drives in, pulls up a floater. They're going to call a foul right there. And Clayton Hooker is going to shoot 2. It has been a very physical game, Grayson. What do you think?
It has been a very physical game because how Beal City likes to run their defense is very aggressive man-to-man. Now, in the last game, what Beal City did is they did a full court press the entire game, except for like the last quarter or so. So I just know that Beal City, when they play sports, they play very physical. So it's just, they're playing really good at it. Very physical defense. And Nick Bain's trying to be able to handle that.
Cottrell. Drake drives in, kicks it out to Austin Small for 3. In and out on the 3, no good, but Beal City gets it back. Bennett Gildy hands it off to Josh Wilson. Wilson drives in. He is going to pass it over to Drake Cottrell. Everett Haverkamp steals the ball. He's on the ground. Everyone's on the ground. And it's going to be
Haverkamp.
They're going to say it's Beal City ball.
Haverkamp did a good job just hustling over to the ball, trying to dive over, get it. And I thought he had solid control over it, so I was expecting them to full-on slam it down like Shaquille O'Neal, but he lost the ball and it was knocked out of bounds by a McBain defender, and now it's Beal City's.
Kyle Martin over to Jack Wilson. Wilson kicks it out to Austin Small, wide open. And that's splash.
Austin Small, he's a lethal shooter, so one thing McBain's been trying not to do is leaving him wide open.
Engelwright, down low to Murphy. Murphy loses the ball, but it's going to stay here, McBain ball.
A Beal City defender, I think, kind of tipped it before it went out of bounds.
And Drake steals it. Clayton Engelwright steals it back. No good on the shot. And Murphy goes up, and that's an and one again for the Ramblers.
Murphy just doing a good job, but once he gets the ball going up strong, I mean, he also shot the ball back towards the, with his literal back towards the basket. So there's a good job on Murphy of just going up and being able to score and the foul.
Murphy's free throw is up, right on the money, and it's Aggie ball. Kyle Martin over to Jack Wilson. He's going to drive in all the way. No good on the layup. Rambler ball. Nathan Cucci with 3:33 in the third. Back door to Clayton Hooker. Wide open layup for 2.
Good back door by Nick Bain. And by Engelwright being able to see that Hooker was coming off through the back door and just able to get a perfect bounce pass right to him for him to be able to get the good, easy 2 points.
That's exactly how you want to draw it up. You kick it right down low to your big, get the wide open layup. Very nice play. Now, Grayson, I just want to say, it's been very physical this third quarter so far.
Yes, it has been very physical. Like I said, Beal City, how they like to play their game is very physical. And on offense, they are physical. I see them screening a lot. And on defense, they're man-to-man, and they do very good aggressive man-to-man on, like, they get right up to you and basically don't let you have a single inch of anything. And they just give you no room to operate or even breathe. Yeah,
and what really shows it how physical it's been. 7 fouls in only 5 minutes of basketball. Actually, 4.5 minutes. But that's a crazy amount of fouls in that short amount of time. Well, we're about to get right back into the third gear of things. I'm going to start cruising along this basketball game in the third quarter. Number 1, Austin Small going to lead the way. Out to Kyle Martin for 3. No good. Rebounded by Carson Murphy. Nathan Cucci now for the Ramblers. Coochie over to Hooker. Hooker pulls out, tries to get it to Evan Haverkamp, but it's stolen by Josh Wilson, and it's going to be Rambler ball after that.
Josh Wilson's one of the more productive players on this Beal City basketball team. He's a very skilled player, just like Austin Smalls.
Engelwright for three, short. Hooker gets a rebound, goes in, gets a nice layup.
Good job by Hooker being aggressive with it, doing some moves and just going up strong and being able to get the 2 points.
Jake Gatrell kicks out to Austin Small for three. Smash!
Smalls has to have at least like 15 or double, like 20, like 15 or 16 points by now.
And most of it's just off of three-pointers.
Coochie doing some impressive moves to get through that double team.
Engelwright over to Coochie. Coochie jump shot. Almost. Haverkamp gets it to go. Austin Small. Lots of things going on right now.
Yes, very hectic scenario. Amount of events are happening right now.
Gatrell shot the three, no good. And Nathan Coochie's got it with 1:45 left in the third period. Engelwright to Haverkamp, to Hooker, to Murphy, to Haverkamp, to Engelwright for a three. No good once again.
Over the back.
A foul on Ramblers. And that's going to be the fourth foul on the Ramblers this quarter. And that's also Clayton Hooker's third foul.
And yeah, he just did, again, he did over the back, which that's the process of while you're getting a rebound, you just kind of like try to head top the dude in front of you. You can't do that in basketball.
Checking in for the Ramblers, number 25, Aiden Coochie for Carson Murphy. But right here, Josh Wilson shoots a three, long over, rebounded by the Ramblers. Nathan Coochie hands it off to Aiden Coochie, his cousin, over to Engelwright, to Haverkamp. Haverkamp down low to Hooker. Hooker, no good on the shot, and it's Eggy's ball. Small, over to Martin, back to Small, over to Wilson. Wilson drives, nice moves, tries to put up a shot, fouled hard, and he's going to shoot too. And that one was on Clayton Hooker once again. That's his fourth foul.
I think he might be taken out in a minute. But Wilson, like I've said, he's a very, very good ball player. I mean, one, he got a lot of things. He got the right amount of height, he got the right amount of weight, and he's just overall one of the other key components for this Beal City team.
Yeah, he had a nice little in-out, like Hesse almost, right, and then just drove to the basket, and it was a really good move because it threw off Clayton Hooker, and then he was late, and that's why the foul happened. Just a little bit of confusion in the substitution. And the Aggies are going to shoot, I think, again. Because
of the interruption or like confusion from that. Yeah.
I think they get it.
Yes, they do got it now.
Nathan Coochie, after the missed free throw, hands it off to Aiden Coochie, over to Carson Murphy. Evan Haverkamp. To Coochie. Over to Engelwright. To Aiden. Hands off to Nathan. They call a foul on Jack Fussman. That's his second foul. And that's 5 fouls for both of these teams now, giving both a double bonus in the third, and approximately 30 seconds left.
Yeah, with the new rule in place, the rule changes that teams will not enter the bonus until 5 team fouls have been committed in a quarter. After the 5 fouls, teams will now shoot 2 free throws on all fouls. And so that new rule just got implemented this year, I'm pretty sure. And substitution, Ronenbaugh going back in
And they're going to give Evan Haberkamp a breather, I think, right before the fourth.
He looks like he's sweating like a rain cloud, and he's just needed a little bit of a break, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Wilson goes up. Like you said, he's very shifty and very elusive for this Beal City team. He's sneaky good.
Yes, he is very sneaky good, and again, he's just one of the other key players on this team.
And Ben Rodenbaugh, half-court pass to Nathan Cucci, wide open under the bucket. And that's 2 points for the Ramblers.
And there will be a foul. I think that might be, I think that's Rodenbaugh's 5th. I think he's out.
Yeah, Ben Rodenbaugh's going to be done. And they're going to put in, it looks like Trey Bovin.
Now, what this does is that McBain usually, they're one of their key player is Ben Rodenbaugh. So what this does is that it makes McBain have to rely on some of their other key weapons in the game. Because because right now it's basically they've lost 2 of their best players, Darius Panay-Perez and Rodenbaugh. So they're just going to have to figure out if a what-if scenario if both of them weren't playing, so they can, yeah.
However, right now the score is 55-37, McBain up.
So it isn't like
with
that.
An 18-point lead, but that is only 6 threes, and for Austin Small, that's nothing.
Yeah, and again, it's like it is not that big of a lead, but still, it's McBain gets a chance to experiment.
That's going to be the end of the third period. Your score: McBain 55, Beal City 38. We'll see you in the fourth. Welcome to the third. Trey Bovin gets Nathan Cucci off his knee, and it's going to be Beal City ball.
Now, these two teams do have somewhat a bit of a rivalry. If you want to learn more about that, go look up McBain's Legends of the Game podcast and watch the episode of McBain versus the McBain Beal City rivalry coming soon. But back to this game.
Nathan Cucci gets it to Aiden Cucci, over to Trey Bovin. And it looks like Fussman's going to steal it. They're going to call a foul. That one's on Trey. And it's going to be Beal City ball underneath. And it looks like the fouling from the third quarter is going to carry on to this quarter. So that's only 30 seconds in. That's a foul. Wilson over to Fussman. To Small, to Martin, to Wilson. Wilson for 3. No good, just short. Rebounded by Nathan Cucci. Nathan dribbling around. Over to Aiden Cucci. Aiden to Evan. To Nathan. To Trey. Over to Evan. To Murphy, excuse me. Murphy drives in all the way to the bucket.
And with a left-handed layup as well. Good job by Murphy just getting in there and going up strong.
Wilson kicks out to Kyle Martin. No good. Evan Haverkamp, big rebound right there. Rambler ball. Nathan over to Trey. Over to Aiden for 3. No good. Murphy gets a rebound. Kicks it over to Haverkamp. Haverkamp, layup in and out. Gets fouled on the shot. And he's going to shoot 2. extra whistle after it.
Haverkamp just did a good job, getting the rebound and going up strong. It wasn't made, but still, he's just, again, he's not afraid to get into physical contact, and he just goes up strong like every big man's supposed to.
Haverkamp's shot is up and good. A couple subs here for Beal City. It looks like Kyle Martin and Owen McKinney are checked out for Bennett Gildy and Drake Guttrell.
This broadcast is brought to you by proud sponsor Little Town Jerky, located in beautiful downtown Falmouth, uptown Reed City, and now downtown Everett.
Well said. Drake. Over to Austin. Small kicks it out to Wilson. Wilson to Gildy. Gildy drives in. Euro step layup, fouled. He's going to shoot two.
Looking like Jason Kidd out there doing all those. Wait, that's the guy that did. That's the guy that did all those Euro steps, right? I don't know, but there was a dude on the Spurs, I think, that he was like known for doing the Euro step, looking like him, just going like bam, 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 and then went up with it and was unable to get them in, but got the 2 free throws from it.
And right there, he hits the first, cutting the lead to only 20 points now for the Ramblers. Second free throw, also good. Nathan getting pressed over to Haverkamp. Haverkamp deep pass to Bovin.
Bovin misses the chance to give it down low.
Nathan over to Aiden. Down low to Evan. Evan goes up. No good on the layup. Gets a rebound. Blocked. Trey Bovin for 3. No good. Rebounded by the Aggies.
Haverkamp is just getting like
Josh Wilson, no good. Rebounded by Carson Murphy. They call a foul.
But as I was going to say, Evan Haverkamp just getting slapped like a fly and going. I mean, he is doing a good job of going up strong. That's one thing he's not afraid of doing. But I could just imagine it's not that fun for the guy if you're not that fun for him because he just keeps on getting smacked.
Yeah, I think what happened was right there, Bennett Gildy tried to take a charge, and when there's a guy right under you, you don't want to jump on him.
Yeah.
So I think Evan was just trying to be conscious of that.
No, yep, he was.
And I think that just kind of threw him off.
Yeah,
that's why he missed.
Yeah, because, I mean, usually he would just jump to it, I get it, but there's a guy right underneath him, so he kind of just had to do like a bit of an uncomfortable, like, standing shot while he was, like, leaning forward or something like that. So it just, again, like you said, threw him off a little bit.
But I don't know about you. I don't want no 6'8" guy jumping on my leg.
Oh, or jumping, or like he's jumping, he like smokes you right in the middle of the chest.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be that fun. And even like I would never want to imagine how that would hurt.
And there's always a chance of pulling an Amar Hamlin if that happens too, which is not good because that's what we don't want from sports, correct?
No.
Trey Bovin
breaks his own ankles. I think he might be hurt. I think he's hurt a little bit. He's hurting real bad.
I learned that he rolled his ankle in practice the other day, and I think that he just did it to his same ankle.
Yeah, so I imagine it would just hurt a lot to put any type of pressure onto it. But I'm sure he's going to be okay. He might go back out there like in a little bit.
Gildy to Wilson for 3. No good. Rebounded by Haverkamp.
No bang, so rebounded.
And he gets the steal. Wilson over to McKinney. And that's good.
And like I said, Wilson's a sneakily good player, and he's one of the main contributors on this Beal City team.
Nathan over to Clayton. Evan, fadeaway jumper. Hooker goes in for the big board and gets it off the putback.
One thing McBain has a lot of is a lot of tall guys, tall white guys especially. And I mean, it's just, it's a Dutch town, so they got a lot of tall guys.
Gildy goes up, no good. Rebounded by Clayton Hooker. Nathan over to Carson. Murphy drives in, and they call a foul on Wilson. And like we said, it's been very physical all night. And that's going to keep on continuing. And McBain's put up 61 points already.
Yes, they
which
have.
is very high in a high school game. Well, they've only held the Aggies to 42. Murphy jump shot, no good. Cottrell of Beal City drives in all the way, and that's a charge right there. It's going to be Rambler ball.
Aiden Cucci doing a good job of taking the charge. To be able to take a charge, number one, you got to fully commit to it, and number two, you got to be a really good actor.
And you have to be able to have your feet set. If your feet aren't set, then you're not going to get the call.
So it takes a lot of commitment to be able to even do that.
Aiden
Just getting pummeled.
over to Clayton. They call a timeout by the Ramblers, and that's going to give us a short break.
Aiden right over there was just getting.
He was just trapped in the corners.
He was getting trapped, really, just surrounded, and couldn't get the ball up, but he eventually was able to. And if Mr. Coleman wouldn't have called a timeout, I feel like McBain would have scored on that one play right there, because Murphy was wide open underneath the hoop.
I think he's just trying to drop a play for the press that he can break, and then from there he's going to go and try to do something.
Yes.
And we're going to be back right here in just a second, and we'll see how this game plays out, as it's looked to have been a really good game, and it might come down to the wire, but we'll see.
And this game also matters for the Traverse City area ranking. If McBain wins this game, then they'll go back to number one, because Lake City right now is number one in the Traverse City area ranking. So if McBain wins this one, they'll go back on top.
You mean Beal?
Well, no, in the Highland Conference, McBain is
You said Lake City.
No, I meant
Beal City.
Yeah, sure. I was trying to say McBain's is ranked number 2 right now in the Traverse City rankings, and then if they win this, they're going to go back at number 1. Lake City will go at number 2, and Cadillac will go to number 2. Yeah.
And right there, they drew it up, and it worked to perfection. Carson Murphy down low. And now, Bennett Gildy for 3 from the Aggies. No good. Evan Haverkamp fighting for the rebound. They're going to say it is Aggie ball.
Now, since I'm done with my little stroke that I just had, right there off the rebound, there was a little, Evan tried going for it, but it already hit the ground by the time he was close to getting it. Another Euro step.
Jack Fussman with a very nice Euro step finish.
What I see is Beal City just loves using the Euro step. I've seen it being used by all kinds of players today.
Aiden Cucci goes in. Tough finish, and that's good for 2.
Cucci just finishing it, still going up strong and able to get that tough 2 points.
Small over to Martin for 3. No good. Rebounded by Evan Haverkamp. He passes to Nathan Cucci. And now with 3:10 in the game, it's going to be tough for the Aggies to try to come back from this one. Hooker, pull-up jumper. No good. Rebounded by Carson Murphy. Loses the ball.
Rebounded by Haverkamp.
And he gets
good.
A shot to go, but in the process, it looks like he either got poked in the eye or got hit in the eye. And I think he's going to be taken out.
I think Haverkamp did get poked in the eye, and I know it hurts a lot to get poked in the eye, especially for a big man, because, I mean, one thing with basketball is that you're constantly moving. So on big men like him, usually when people go put their hands up, it's like literally right in his face. So he's just more likely to get poked in the eye. I would know that from experience.
Well, especially with the height difference. I mean,
yes, that's what I was mainly saying.
Their hands are probably like straight up. And then from there, what happens is I think they're just trying to smack at the ball, but they accidentally hit his face because he jumps up. And that's why I assume he gets hit in the face. And I've seen him actually get hit in the face quite a lot.
Yes.
I'm not saying today, but like over the course of his career.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, yeah, again, a big man, especially for someone his height, like 6'8", 6'9", it's, like we said, you're a lot more prone to get poked in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, I had one time where I was going up to the basket. A guy literally shoved his entire finger up my nose because I was jumping up and the dude was jumping up at the same time. It was uncomfortable, but it's just the consequences of being tall. You see it.
You know what I pictured when you said that?
What?
The one scene from Guardians in the Galaxy where it's Groot in the prison and he just kind of sticks his finger up
yep.
in one guy's nose.
Yep, I know
don't know
what
why
you're
that
talking
came to my head, but that's what happened.
So are you saying I'm built like Groot? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm just saying.
Because if you
that's
were
what-
saying that, I'd be honored for you to say that because I'm trying to get to that muscular physique, you see. Because I've been grinding.
We're going to get back to this game. And it's going to take a lot for the Aggies to get back in this one with only 3 minutes left. And they have a 23-point deficit. Wilson kicks it out to Fussman. Fussman drives back in. Kicks it out to Drake. Drake, nice spin move finish.
That move right there, oh my goodness. I thought this was a football game for a minute. He just did the spin move out of it and was able to go for the easy basket. Good shot by, I believe that was Drake.
Engelwright to Hooker. To Cucci. McBain is trying to try to waste some clock, I believe. Aiden Cucci to Clayton Engelwright. Clayton Hooker, my bad.
Try again.
Nathan
Backdoor
Cucci.
pass.
They're going to call a foul on Drake Cottrell. That's the 5th foul from the Aggies, and the Ramblers are going to shoot 2.
Now, this game, I would say in basketball, Beal City and McBain are more of rivals than they are in football. Because football is very, very one-sided most of the time. Tommy, well, don't you dare like go like.
Well, I'm just saying, just a couple past 3 years, it's been a little like since 2020. Beal City's been really good in football.
Yeah.
Like I believe state semifinals like every 3 years.
Yep.
All those 3 years, and they've been really consistent.
Yes, they have been very, very consistent. And in basketball, both these schools have been to their fair share of state championships. Both McBain and Beal City have been to 2. McBain is the only one that has won it so far.
However, but Beal City has won 2 football state finals, while McBain has won none, but they've been to 2.
Yeah, they've won 2, but they've been to like 11.
But if we look up on their banister, it says that they've had like quite a few 9 runner-ups.
But as what the main point we're trying to get to is that this game really, McBain versus Beal City is really just to determine who's going to be like first in the Highland Conference at basketball. Most of the time.
Yep, and it almost could be a.
Haverkamp poked in the eye again.
And if we're being honest, it almost could be a trophy game at this point. Just because I think it's one of the most big rivalries in the Highland.
Yeah, and I mean, the one cool thing is that you don't really see basketball trophy games.
Yeah.
I think they should make at least one basketball trophy game. Because it's mostly like a football thing, but I just love to see the concept or idea of it being in a basketball game.
Or they could be like I'm not saying this is the NBA, but they could kind of copy the NBA and maybe do like an in-season tournament with the Highland Conference.
That would actually be a pretty cool idea.
And then like whoever wins that wins the Highland. You know what I'm saying?
Or gets like, if they win that, they get. I wouldn't say they win the Highland because we're gonna have like some school. Let's just say like Pine River win that, and then they would be crowned champion with like, and they would have like, and they were second to last in the things. So I think that when they get it, they should get like at least bragging rights to the in-season tournament.
Or maybe they get like, maybe like some sort of trophy.
But something like that. Let's get back to this game.
Yeah. 1:35 left in the game. Haverkamp to Cucci, to Nathan Cucci. And I think Ramblers are just kind of stalling. Aiden Cucci. Over to Evan. To Nathan.
They're just.
Down low to
Beal City's
Hooker.
being relentless right
Engelwright. That's 2 points. Minute 10 left in the game. The score is 72-46. And if I'm being honest, I think the Aggies have almost just given up at this point. They just said, look, listen, the lead's too big, and we're just going to start to put in some of our guys as we're seeing right here. And the same thing for McBain. And we'll see what happens in this short amount of time.
Free, go get it.
Martin. Down low to number 30. Butkovich for 2 for the Aggies. Nathan to Caden, who just got subbed in. Over to Nathan. Back to Caden. Back to Nathan. 40 seconds.
McBain's just probably just trying to dribble it out right now. Trying to waste as much clock as they can.
Haverkamp. Over to Abrahamson. Over to Ealing, who also checked in. To Nathan Cucci, 25 seconds, and I think this one's going to be over as the Ramblers just dribbling out the clock. Haverkamp, hands off to Abrahamson, to Cucci, and I think that's going to do it. Your final score here.
No, there's still 9 seconds. Tommy, I'm just telling you, I've seen some crazy things happen in a short amount of time. Now the game's over, so now carry on.
Your final score, McBain 72, Beal City 48. And we'll see you next time on Rambler Review.
I'm Grayson Guernsey.
And I'm Thomas Maloney, and we're going to sign off.
See you in the near future.